First at 4 since losing their daughter to a drunk driver in 2020. One Central Ohio couple has been fighting desperately to reform the impaired driving laws in the state.
They are working to bring a new bill to state lawmakers that would increase impaired driving penalties for repeat offenders. NBC4's Matthew Herchick introduces us to Liv's Law.
Well, Thursday will mark 2 years since Brian and Teresa Wright's daughter Olivia was killed by a drunk driver right where this memorial stands on Highway 104 near Asheville. Now on the anniversary of her death, they're honoring her life by making sure no parent has to experience the loss they did.
I never will forget the knock on the door. That was at 4:45 a.m. that distinct knock at the sheriff's department. You can't mistake it.
It was that morning that the lives of Brian and Teresa Wright changed forever.
I didn't hear anything what the police officer said. I just knew it was bad. I heard my son screaming because of the devastation. And
a few hours earlier, their daughter Olivia was hit head-on by this pickup truck driven by a drunk driver.
You just don't know. Just cherish every moment you have. Love every moment you have. Love your family as much as possible because you just don't know.
Her loved ones called her Liv. She was only 22 years old and just 2 weeks removed from her birthday. Instead of Liv and her friends, it's now mementos and pictures that fill her parents' living room.
The house was so full of life and vibrance, and just really missed that.
Liv worked with special needs children and had a passion for helping others.
It's weird to say, but as a mom, I just want to be half the person she was. In her 22 years, she did so many things.
She also had a passion for justice, which is why Brian and Teresa have spent the past 16 months working on Liv's Law, a bill that would increase penalties for impaired driving.
I was so angry that I wasn't going to stand by and allow my daughter to be just a number.
The bill is sponsored by State Representative Mark Johnson, and while the bill's language is still being worked on, Liv's parents say they're already gaining State House support.
The response from legislators has been fantastic. This is not a partisan issue.
They know they'll face opposition, but Brian and Teresa are hopeful the bill will be dropped in the House sometime in November. And when it does, they say they'll call on lawmakers to follow in their daughter's footsteps and live right.
Until we get tough with the laws, until we put our foot down and say, you know, enough is enough. The status quo is going to be the status quo, and nothing's going to change.
This could be your child. This could be your spouse. It could be someone in your family, and it's a devastation that you'll live forever.
Now, Representative Mark Johnson sent us a statement saying that what happened to Liv is a tragedy that should not have happened. He says as the Wright family's lawmaker, he feels compelled to take action against impaired drivers, especially repeat offenders where a death occurs. Local for you in Franklin County, Matthew Herchick, NBC4.